Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Bird's Eye View. Happy to sit with you guys. Guys, gals, they, themers. If you haven't already done so, please give me a subscribe, give me a like, drop a comment, anything like that. I don't bite, I promise. But Collective, I got a bunch of messages for you, okay? And I want to say trigger warning like I do in all my collective messages, just because I have a collective of people that watch them from all different backgrounds, all different experiences, whether they be traumatic ones or just, regular life experiences that we try to decipher as as a human experience while we're living in this matrix of a reality, right? I got a fresh batch of oil that I made. It smells super. It's very strong. I'm not going to give you guys the ingredients to it, but I will have some of my batches available. I'm gonna put up my online store soon. I make jewelry. A lot of this I actually have concocted or made, like from scratch, or just they're weird little projects of mine that are ongoing. I'm also a tattoo artist, and I'm also working on another top secret project that I will release once it's a little bit more finished. I'm really excited about that one. Collective, I got a bunch of weird ass messages, okay? My collective reads are sporadic. I want to send out just a disclaimer that if you don't get stuck on certain things, please don't take any extreme measures. Like, please don't do any spell work that is causing, like, if you want to do a protection measure, please, by all means, but don't try to fuck with karma. Don't try to fuck with somebody's destiny. And destiny swap just came up in my brain as I mentioned that. If you are someone who has attempted to destiny swap or is trying to do any destiny swapping, I'm gonna just tell you that you should probably stop and indulge into some more something more worth your while. If you want to destiny swap with somebody, why don't you just take lessons from them? Like, what, maybe just be your highest self and live in your best self, and maybe take a couple notes as to what you like about that person, instead of going to extreme measures and dealing with the dark forces. Because everybody knows, if you're a spiritual person, that's going to come back to you times 10. But I do have a little bit in my messages, but I'm picking up on a large religious community. And also, guys, before I get into things, okay, let me call upon my my ancient ancestors. My ancient. I don't want to say. Well, I wanted to say ancient aliens, not like the show, okay. But if you identify with being a starseed, a Lumerian, a Anunnaki, a Pleiadian, whatever you identify as, I don't know what I am. I just know I'm not of this world. And if I am of this world, then I am a hybrid of some kind, because most people don't understand where I come from most of the time, and they like to create stories in their mind and then sometimes create facades and spread them as rumors. And so, collective, if you're dealing with any of that, please know. Sorry, commercial, oh God. Please know that I understand. I wanted to play some beautiful canon guitar music, because I found out I'm Anatolian. So I want to play some Turkish guitar for us. If it's too loud, I'll just redo this message. But yeah, anyways, before I get into any of the weird messages, they're not weird, they're just I only say weird because, any normie basic that watches this is going to see this maybe as, like, the devil's work, as, like, witch hunt is also in my notes, people that are out for, like, doing this witch hunt shit. The movie, Bewitched or Wicked or something like that just came out. It's like a kid's movie, and I'm already seeing weird MAGA stuff on my YouTube ads that is like targeting this little cute film. I don't know if it's Disney, I don't know if it's Pixar, I don't know what it is, but it's a cute film. I've not seen it. I think it's called Wicked or Bewitched or something. I don't know. It looked like it's about some witchy stuff, okay? And it's targeted, I think, for, like, young teens. And there was already, like, pastors giving their point of views. I don't know why this is in my YouTube algorithm either. This is very strange, because I'm not anti-religion. I'm not. Anyways, I think you know where I'm going with that, collective. But let me finish. My angels are like, bitch, call us in already. Stop jabbering, because I got a lot to talk about. This might be a long collective message. Angels, I need you in my space. And I did a little bit of research, and I found I want to call upon Mumaya. Mumaya, I need to call upon Mumaya, my angel Mumaya. Um, I'm very honored to have Mumaya as my protector, as my angel. Angel Mumaya is all about spiritual transformation, healing, divine guidance, closure, protection, and guidance during transitions, like maybe transitions in the afterlife, which speaks true on my personal journey that I felt almost called to learn more about, because I don't feel anywhere near ready to activate that part of my journey, but I do feel the need to study more about it. And maybe correct me if I'm wrong, please, but from what I've learned, it was the 72nd angel, the last one. Not the original. And at first it told me Gabriel was 72nd, and then I was talking to some AI, and I was like, but that's not correct, is it? And they were like, we're sorry, no, it is not correct. Gabriel is not a part of the seven. I don't know. So AI and technology don't know about this shit, do it? So maybe anybody that is well versed in the topic that can help me and point me in the right direction of things to study, because I am well versed in many things from my own life experiences, and I do understand that this does speak very heavily on what I deal with in my life. I deal with a lot of death. I am also a stellium Scorpio, so and stellium Capricorn. So it felt very fitting for Angel Mumaya to be my protector, to be my specific angel for November 7th. November 7th. It said November 3rd through the 8th was Mumaya, so I could be wrong. Please protect me. Please protect me, Mumaya, as I do this reading. I also want to call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Raphael to come through as I do this reading for my collective. Let them know that they are protected. If anybody's come for you, if anybody's doing anything weird, please stay on path, and trust me, I know things are hard. Trust me, if anybody understands how hard things are, it is me. The whole "you don't look like what you've been through" shit, I think is hilarious, because what am I supposed to look like? Am I supposed to look like I've been hit by a car and like what am I like? People want me to look dead, I think is what that means. They're like, why doesn't she just look dead already? Trusteds, my trusteds, my little leprechaun, and my Anatolian nomadic ass ancestors that are of the Most High, that know more about Most High than I could ever. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm doing my lessons, but it's slow. It's slow acting. I'm not trying to rush this. Okay, I really want to learn more about it in due time. I want to. Yeah, it feels like something is shifting. I'm a tattoo artist. That's how I make my money. But I almost feel like I need to put a little bit more focus on my spiritual practice, just because I think we need more voices out here that are actually speaking truth, and they're not just giving people some clickbait bullshit to look at on YouTube that gives their egos a boost or gives them fear. It's like fear mongering or more fear. And sometimes, hey, I even watch some of them sometimes, and they do hit nerves for me, and they are on point, but like watching too many of those guys is not good. Not good. It's going to keep you stagnant. Sorry, my goblin needs comfort. I have a goblin. His name is Ivan. He's my baby. He watches out for me during my reads. He likes to be on his heating pad, though, because he has no hair. Ivan, get on your heating pad, my boy. Get on your heating pad so we can give the people the messages. So Mumaya, Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, Uriel, come through. All 72 angels, but especially mine, Mumaya. I am honored to have you as my angel. Thank you for teaching me that last night. Last night, I don't know if anybody else felt this last night, but I felt like I was being spiritually attacked last night around the hours of 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to wake up and cleanse my space. I had to wake up and do some prayers. I had to sing and do some singing bowl activations. I had to burn shit. I was almost tempted to get on my Wi-Fi and my I have like techno people that are out to get me and fuck with my technology. It's like I've been hacked out of my Instagrams. They really are trying to affect my money, whoever they are. I have a feeling it's people in my industry, because tattooing is it can get kind of tribal, people, and now it's so popular on social media. Another reason I'm kind of down to because I've always been a little bit different in the spiritual realm. Even my friends have told me that they think I have angels that that aren't even really like, not to say they're not spiritual people, but people that I wouldn't have deemed as like highly spiritual friends would tell me that they're like, you have angels that look out for you, Sunny. I don't know how you're still alive. Basically, they didn't say those words, but almost. The burps are coming, or the tummy stuff. Okay. The throat stuff. Okay, guys, it's time to give you your messages. If these are sporadic, I apologize because I get them as I get them, and I just write them down because I don't want to forget about them. I have a bunch of locations to start us off. Okay, let me get off. Let's get off. Mumaya, trusteds, angels, my exalted angels, the ones that have helped me get through this weird period and actually exalt my freaking messages. Thank you. Thank you. And Most High, let me not forget about you. Most High, thank you. All right, friends. So I have some locations, quite a few here, okay? Let me start out with some that are like in the States. I have Seattle, Washington. I have Oregon. I don't know, it could be Eugene. Brookings, Portland. That's what's coming to my mind off the top of my head. I have Arizona and Utah has been coming up like very heavily. Arizona and Utah, like heavily. New Jersey has been coming up. Florida has been coming up. Okay. And then I have a bunch of California locations. Hawaii is also here, Hawaii. New York City, I have NYC. I said Oregon, Seattle, Washington. Could also be Tacoma or any of the outskirt Washington, Bellingham, Washington. Some California placements. I have San Mateo County, Santa Clara County, more specifically Morgan Hill, California. I have Alameda, California, and then I wrote in parentheses churches, like religious sectors that live in the city of Alameda, California. That is right next to Oakland, my tattoo base. Alameda is a tiny little island off of Oakland where I would hate to say it, but where it seems like a lot of Freemasons live there, or just like scared old white people that want away. They've run away from Oakland because they're either scared of Oakland or because they have enough money to where they want to be around less crime. That's fair. I tried it myself, and I actually had a weird ass experience while living in Alameda, California, and it involved what I felt. I felt a weird trafficking of humans. I felt a weird sexual trafficking abuse. I don't know if it was pedophilia. Trigger warnings. Okay, trigger warnings. I felt a vibe when I was living in that town that I cannot really describe, but it was something that I picked up on. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Alameda, California is here. I also have Bohemian Grove in California. That's all along the Russian River. That's where they hold gatherings for Eastern Stars and Freemasons. And look, I'm not trying to harp on Freemasons. You don't have to be evil to be a Freemason. Okay, just throwing it out there. I just have been picking up on a lot of Freemasonry, Eastern Star vibes, and I feel like we have a sector here in Alameda, and there's definitely a sector out there by the Russian River, by Bohemian Grove. San Jose, California. San Mateo County. San Leandro, California. Okay, and now I am going to get into the Slab City. Slab City is like kind of where the no man's land, where a lot of ex-cons like to go out to Slab City because they live off grid. It's kind of like a Mad Max Burning Man vibe, but a little bit more sketchy if you ask me. It's right outside Joshua Tree near Death Valley. A lot of people go out there they're either hiding from the law. There's a reason that they're out in the desert. Okay, hard to get water out there. It's hard to get anything out there. And look, it's not everybody. It's not like everybody that's out there is an outlaw or running from the law or has like warrants or something. But I will say the majority of people out there probably do and are cooking methamphetamine or doing something highly illegal. And I pick up on technology for some reason out there. I don't know why or what that is. Maybe I'm just picking up on like weird UFO activity or what I'm picking up on out there. All right, now let's get into the global stuff. Global locations. Global locations. I have Italy. I have specifically Cinque Terre or Terre. It's spelled Cinque and then Terre, Terre, in Italy. I have the Philippines. I have Bali in Indonesia. Okay, I have a lot of Canada. I have a lot of Canada situations. Okay, more specifically Montreal, Ontario, Vancouver, Banff, Banff, Alberta. That's in Alberta, I believe, and then Canmore, Canmore. Okay, and then I have Paris, France, Paris, and then I have Japan. And then I wrote next to Japan Sakura, which is actually cherry blossom. I believe that's what it's just a name for cherry blossoms. So Japan, anything from Osaka to Okinawa to Tokyo to I love Japan. I've been there like 3 times. I love Japan. But Japan's been coming up. Did I say Florida already? Oh, Montana's here. Sorry, guys. Sorry to bring it back. And so is Minnesota. Okay, I had some other states I didn't see here. Sorry. Minnesota and Montana. Okay, back to worldwide. Peru, Germany, and then Kenya, Thailand, yeah, lots of London. Oh, San Francisco's here too. London / San Francisco, like they're almost paired up together. London and SF, which I know are hubs for tech. Same with Austin, Texas. And then I just wrote down islands, like very, very vague islands, like people who have private planes, private jets, islands. And that's going to come up later in my transportation area. A lot of USA and Canada, potential smuggling or criminals hiding under false identities. Canadians hiding under false identities that are they don't have citizenship. That's coming up. Very particular situation. Canadians specifically. Okay, guys. Let's get into things our ops tried casting upon us, or things that people wished upon us. If you experienced any quote-unquote spell work or just criminal activity, sometimes I just like to say it's just criminal activity, it's not spell work. But it very well, if you're a spiritual being living, a certain type of way, that you very well could be experiencing these things because of a spiritual attack. But it very well could be people doing like literal crimes to like poison you or like, anyways, let's get into it, okay? So things our ops tried casting on us include congestion, mental fogginess, mucus, fatigue, lack of motivation, bloating, ungroundedness, gut issues, overindulgence with alcohol, drugs, and sex, digestive issues, lustiness, hoe activity, STDs, and prostitution, pregnancy issues, fertility issues, pregnancy issues, hormonal imbalances, weight gain or weight loss, struggles with weight, struggles with how you perceive yourself. They want that on us, especially for the femmes. Stress, overall stress, stolen mail, stolen mail, weird mail activity where we're receiving mail that doesn't really belong to us, or our mail that we do need is not being given to us. It's being stolen or sent elsewhere because somebody may have stolen our identities because we are dealing with identity theft. A lot of identity theft is happening. Fake bills, scams, insurance fraud, life insurance policies, using our identities to commit online frauds, online crimes, using our identities to commit online crimes, online frauds. I'll get more into that later with proxies and things like that. Forging signatures, using artificial intelligence pretending to be you. Car issues or car accidents, halting our movements, wanting to keep us stuck so they can monitor our movements more. And whether you want to clock me as paranoid or not, you only know when you know. You've only know when you've been through this. So if you want to judge me, evil eye, return to senders, and get out of here because I'd rather you not watch me. Okay? Thank you. Side message for anyone who's watching me that wants to judge on my messages for the collective and where people are really going through this shit. Okay? Believe it or not, your life might be cushy and nice and cute. And if it is, then you should probably stop watching this stuff. It has nothing to do with you. And if it does, it's because you're casting it upon us. Mic drop. Okay. FOMO. They want us to experience FOMO, like we care, like we want to go to these lame events, like we want to go to these parties, these orgies, these like Burning Man events where everybody's like sticking their tongues down each other's throats. They all have STDs or STIs. They're all like fake ass people, like with drug problems. Like they want us to experience FOMO about this stuff. Laughable, pathetic. I have the opposite of FOMO. There's another word for it, and I found it on the internet once. I thought it was so funny. I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically like fear of going out, or fear of not missing out, or fear of like having no fear of missing out. I forget what the acronym was, like, because FOMO, fear of missing out. It was like the opposite of FOMO. So like not fearing missing out. I don't know what the acronym was, but it was very clever, and I was like, that's hell on point. Because I don't fear missing out ever. In fact, I kind of prefer it, to be quite honest, especially with all these weirdos out here. And it's not like at every corner there's a weirdo waiting to do us wrong. Please don't put yourself in that mindset either, because you will start to accumulate more of those situations. I'm just trying to bring awareness to people that and kind of camaraderie and awareness, because I want people to know they're not the only ones going through this, and I also want people to be aware if they are dealing with really bizarre situations, that these things are in the realm of possibility as to why this is happening. Only if you fear these things are happening. Okay, so like I said, do not put yourself in these. Put yourself where you see fit. You are the master of your story. Remove yourself from this reading if you feel it's triggering, if you feel it's not for you. But please stay if you do. I have what's called PBC, which is like a bile destructive autoimmune disorder. Like something with your bile duct and your liver. I don't know why that's here, but that's very specific. They wanted you to experience liver complications and bile duct disorders. That's very highly specific. I have creative blocks. They want us to experience creative blocks, paranoia, depression and sadness, sleep deprivation. They want to fuck with our sleep. Okay, so they make us lazy during the day because they know how hard at work we are. But the fact of the matter is, when you are a person that is put on this planet to do whatever it is you're supposed to do in a positive way, sleep deprivation or not, you know, if it's like, if you're doing it to yourself, then you're gonna get reprimanded somehow. But if it's being done to you, well, Spirit's gonna notice that, and Spirit will balance it out, give you your rest, and then you can just carry on. Just don't spend too much time dwelling on it. Okay, don't spend too much time dwelling on the bullshit, basically. That's something in tarot that I've noticed, that people love to just dwell on the bullshit and reiterate messages often. And I want to make sure I don't do that in my own messages, so I'm trying to learn more about tarot and just my practice, so I don't reiterate, because that being said, there is just so much bullshit, though, okay, that I pick up on. That has happened to me, but I don't want to project my own shit onto people. A lot of this is just collective stuff, okay? This is not just me experiencing all this. This is like collection of messages for my collective that watches me. Ivan, my cat, is You see him? Sorry, side message. He's really trying to get comfortable. Ivan, well, let the people see your funny little body. What are you doing? Will you get comfortable, my boy? Get comfortable, my boy. Get under. He likes to burrow. He likes to burrow. See? Because he has no hair. He's a hairless sphinx cat. I am a big fat. I'm a cat lady, like any crazy witch. But also, like, it kind of goes beyond that. Cats used to follow me around and shit. Like cats I didn't even know. Cats. I remember living at this one house, and all the cats in that little cul-de-sac would all come into my backyard. And they would like hang out with each other. They would hang out with me kind of, but they would more so hang out with each other. But it always happened in my backyard. It was when I was about 16, 15, and I think I was like smoking weed at the time and going through my teens, and I would just sit back there and be like so astonished and enamored by what was going on and just watch all these cats. I'm like, why is there 7 cats in my backyard? One of them is mine, and he's having a blast. But why is there 7 cats in my backyard? My friends would come over too, and they're like, "Why are you the cat? Are you the village cat woman?" And I was like, "I guess so." But yeah, it was great because I fucking love cats. Okay. Anyways, so depression, sadness, sleep deprivation, poison and/or drugged. I have that written down here, guys. Trigger warning. If you've been dealing with anybody that has done this to you, I am so sorry, and I understand how scary that is. And I also understand how frightening it is to need to make a police report, because a lot of these people who do these things to us are either involved in organized crime, or their plans for us are a lot scarier than we could probably ever imagine. And then I have puppeteering, controlling our movement. So they fuck with our cars, they fuck with our health, or they're trying to, because they don't want us to. They want to clock our movements. They want to be able to clock our movements. I don't know why this is so important to them. It's like heavy obsession to where it's bizarre. So that kind of tears into my other messages of people that think I have witch hunt highlighted in here. I think there's a heavy obsession. It's almost like we're going back into the Salem witch trial era. Like, people are in heavy separation now with their belief systems, but it's not even that different. It's like we're so close to believing in the same things. It's just people are taking religion, and these are fake leaders. These are fake spiritualists that are using heavy opinions and potential like clout within their communities, and exalting those things to create fear amongst their environments, to create fear amongst their followers. And if they target somebody or multiple somebodies that they believe is a witch, that they believe is evil, based on whatever knowledge they've accumulated about this person, I could be speaking on yourself, or whoever's watching me. This message is highly important. The witch hunt shit has been coming up heavily for myself. Just to give you a personal example, I have a tattoo shop, and I experienced a woman who came in here and started to paint crosses on my walls with olive oil and demanded that the demons leave my body. She put her pastor on speakerphone, and it just all felt so phony. He saved me I let it go on, and I'm not saying that because I'm like some goofball fake person, but like I let it. I had no choice. I'm not about to kick these beings that claim they're spiritual, godly humans out of my space. They're welcome in my space, but also I was quite offended that they thought I was being controlled by demons to where they had to come in here and paint crosses on my walls and had me read Psalms out of the Bible, which I was happy to do. I have no problem doing that. I don't know if they thought I was gonna like wither away and like start and burst into flames and start speaking in tongue. Like, no. I don't think they understand. If anything, that's what I would expect them to do on their spare time, because they are actually the embodiment of evil, if you ask me. Do not walk into somebody's sacred space. This is my sacred space. You do not walk into one's sacred space. Put your pastor on speakerphone, probably somebody who got his license online during an online course, made up some lies, created a false ass following about his holiness. He is a fake spiritualist. And there are many of them. Please do not get it twisted, you guys. We need to know the difference between these people that speak truth and that speak falsities. Anyways, that was a highly terrifying and weird ass experience, and I let it go on, I let it end, and I closed the door and I locked it. And every time I see that woman, because she lives nearby here, and I'm not going to speak her name, but her name is just so ironic to her personality, because she does practice witchcraft. She gifted me a doll that had nails in its hands, and she tried to act like it was like a gift, like I'm slow, like I don't see, like I don't have sight. I'm like, she knows I'm a tattooer, that I'm an artist, that I write, that I do, like I work with my hands. She gave me a doll that had nails in it. The same woman that came to write crosses on my walls with olive oil and call her pastor to save me because she was certain I was possessed by a demon. So this witch hunt stuff is very real, and I almost feel like we're diving back into the Salem witch trial world, where it's like there are people out here that are highly disturbed, that do not know the difference between like spirituality and like religion, and they're getting very confused, and they're ganging up together and squatting up together and gang stalking people and doing crimes and doing satanic rituals. How confused are they? Like this 3105, they are so highly confused that it blows my mind. And half these people need to be sent to jail because they are literally committing crimes against others because of their belief that they are doing, I don't know. And it's like, I'm in the privacy of my own space. And what do they think I'm doing in here? Like cooking toads and cutting fingernails off and like putting like spiders and like making stews, and like, what do they think that I do? Because if you ask me, if anybody's doing anything weird like that, it's the woman that gave me a doll that had nails in its hands. If anybody's doing any funky business, it's the woman that literally gave me a voodoo doll with nails in its hands. It couldn't be more clearer than that. Okay, so side message. Religious people that are highly corrupt and very, very disturbed, like exorcist crawling upside down, like behind the stairs, that scene. Yeah, they need a priest. They need a real pastor, because that pastor that I talked to is full of shit. Okay, I digress. Sorry, I get excited about that. Well, not excited. No, I know it's upsetting. Is what I get upset. I get very upset by this topic. Very upset by this topic, because I'm like a very sweet, unconditional, loving ass person, and I make art for a living, and that is all I do. And anybody wants to come at me with weird shit, shame on you. And collective, please speak your truth and keep being you, babe, and don't worry about these weirdos. They will get their just dues, guaranteed. Confirmation from spirit. When things start falling over and the paranormal activity comes through, it's my angels and my guides that are coming through to give me confirmations that what I'm speaking is truth. And people, I think what it is all the evil that's been casted at me, or whatever has been thrown at me, evil eyes, call it whatever you want. There are disturbances that happen in my sphere constantly, and I just have to laugh them off, because a lot of the times they're either my homies, that my little spiritual homies looking out for me, that are confirming with the loud clonks and clanks. Or it's a weird ass little like lingering ass force that's in my space that don't belong here, that's like scared, that just got spooked, because it's like, oh shit, we just fucked with the wrong one, or the right one, depending how you want to look at it. Alright guys, let me just sweep that plate, that slate clean. I have Hushmail, WhatsApp, Tutanota, Telegram, Zoho Mail, and Proton Mail. These are all encrypted mail systems often used by sketchy criminals that need end-to-end encryption, that use automatic delete systems, which are ideal for internet crimes. Like I've been telling all my people in my reads, I've been picking up heavily on internet crime activity. Okay, so this is what I've been picking up on, okay? Here we go again. Dispatch, hierarchical dispatch, disruption. So dispatch is when police dispatch. There are ways that hackers can disrupt dispatch. Okay, that's a thing. I have dirty money written down. I have sketchy locksmith companies. Sketchy locksmith companies. I have fake religious people, church congregations, and or pastor. Insurance fraud, AAA, identity theft, life insurance. Churches in Alameda and Santa Clara County. Fake profiles, mostly on Instagram. Enterprise car rental, doctored messages and photos. Criminal enterprise / cars. That kind of was like enterprise car rental, and that turned into criminal enterprise / cars. Boats, planes, aviation, private planes. Harbors, barnacles, waves. Casinos, gambling, sex work and or prostitution or human trafficking. Jail, prison, detectives, PIs, private investigators. I've been picking up on PIs and private investigators and detectives coming through to send these assholes to fucking prison because they've created quite a mess, haven't they? And then I have a non-U.S. citizen, Canada. So we have a Canadian non-U.S. citizen that might be heavily involved in internet crimes and identity theft. A non-U.S. citizen, a Canadian female involved in internet crimes. Right next to it, I have Red Hat hackers, which are Red Hat is a term to describe vigilantes. They go after hackers. They're called Red Hats. Black Hat is like sketchy, weird, dark web ass weirdos. Okay, I have military, ex-military, military base. Whether people in the ex-military or out whatever military, something about military or military people, or that were dissolved from their rights being in the military, like fired from the military because they were misconduct or something. And then I have AI-powered software that distorts footage from cameras. Corrupt hospitals and pharmacy technicians. Yeah, AI footage manipulation. So people that can basically totally manipulate AI footage and cameras. You know, and that's like what we, a lot of the times if a crime is committed, what do we want to look at? A camera, if there's a camera present. But you know what, in this era of AI, this is why AI is dangerous, guys. Multiple reasons, but this is one great one. There are people that can manipulate through powered software by artificial intelligence that can distort footage from a camera. Okay. I also have proxies. I didn't really understand what proxies were, so I looked into it. ChatGPT helped me. I was like, what is a proxy? Because I remember looking through all my digital devices, and I kept seeing the proxies come up. My devices have been hacked, crazily hacked. And so a proxy kept coming up. And what proxies are they are used to avoid detection in fraudulent activities. They're used for data scraping, which I think is how you would just make money by data scraping. I don't know. Bypassing geolocations. So, yeah, bypassing a geolocation. Staying anonymous on the dark web and disguising your identity. So similar to, what's it called? When you have when you change your IP address, what's it called? Anyways, let me carry on. Okay. I have names, guys. Here comes more specific weird shit, okay? I also have witch hunt again. Okay, now names. I have the name Mike. I have the name Paul. I have the name Pete / Peter. Daniel, Danielle, or Dan. I have the name Ali. I have the name Carson. The name Josh. The name Grace or Gracie. The name Mark, spelled with a C or a K. I have the name Kayla. The name Judy. The name Kimberly. The name Garrett. The name Grace. Well, yeah, Gracie, Grace. Rick or Rich. The name Lori. The name Bill. The name Anderson. The name Nathan. The name Natasha. Natalie. Greg. Amaralina or Alina. Ingo. Stephen or Stefan. Victor. Amanda. Devin. Jesus. Ronnie. Dominique, spelled with a Q-U-E. Dominique. Gia or Gia, J-I-A, Gia. Ash and or Ashley. Ash, maybe for short, like the Pokemon guy, I think is Ash. Lee, spelled L-I or L-E-E, but I got L-I for some reason. Lee. And then the name Jen. The name Herbert. The name Sturba. S-T-E-R-B-A, Sturba. And the name Layton, L-A-Y-T-O-N, YTON. Okay, 39.55. Wait, this is longer. Okay, guys, I got some animals, some spirit animals came through. I had hawk, eagle, phoenix, dragonfly, sphinx, and ladybug. Okay, so hawk. Hawks mean vision, awareness, and focus. Eagles mean spiritual ascension to divine. Phoenix, renewal and rebirth. Dragonfly, change and personal growth. Sphinx, mystery, puzzles, uncovering the truth. Ladybugs, increased luck, protection. They eat aphids and pests, so they are metaphorically linked to cleansing your life of harmful and negative energies, which I found to be pretty cool. Okay, guys, keep going. I got tampering with vehicles to cause car accidents. Things that people can do. I don't want to give anybody ideas, okay? That's not what this is about. But anyways, let me just. People that want to hurt others, they will sometimes fuck with your car. And by doing this, they will tamper with your brakes, your electrical system. They will wire cut, short your wires, steering systems, tire tampering, and GPS tracking installs. Okay, specific vehicles. I have a black Mustang, a newer black Mustang with a black and yellow plate. I have an all black Audi with a black and yellow plate. I have a big white truck, a Dodge Ram, I believe. I have a bright red Dodge Charger or Challenger with black stripes and like stickers on it, like punk rock looking stickers. I have a bright blue Dodge Charger or Challenger, again with like punk rock stickers on it. Same idea. Maybe it had stripes. I don't remember in my mind if it did. A silver BMW SUV. Kind of like newish, not too new, but like kind of like a nice, but kind of not nice. I don't know. It's not like the basically by that I mean it's not like a brand ass new BMW SUV. It's just a silver BMW SUV. A black BMW 300 series or a 500 series. Black BMW, like sedan. White Nissan Altima, newer one. A Porsche Cayenne, black or blue, newer ones. A dark purple Scion, the boxy looking kind of element cars. A mini blue Mini Cooper and a gold Mini Cooper. Tesla with a pink wrap, like a pink iridescent wrap on it. An old red truck, like a crusty ass old red truck, and then a crusty old black truck, like the paint job wasn't finished or something. And then false utility service vans, like big, just like creepy Reaper van, like trigger, like creepy old vans, not Sprinter vans, but like creepy old vans that have like companies on the side. And I don't know if these are false companies or real companies. Okay, I don't care if you want to call me paranoid, but sometimes they seem like false utility companies that give people reasons to enter homes. Okay. Random locations, Safeway parking lots, Walmart, okay, this is just random shit in general, okay. Safeway parking lots, Walmart security guard, a laundromat / Wi-Fi. And then I wrote, it's going down? And then a quotation, I dare them, and this is coming from Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael. Told me in quotations, I dare them. Last night I wrote this down. I dare them by Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, Michael. The archangels said, I dare them. Okay, spiritual law. App developers, and then / gym, like a gymnasium, gym. And then I also wrote in quotations, maybe this is from the archangels too, let them squirm, they wanted to see us fall. Let them squirm, they wanted to see us fall. Okay. I have perspective shifts, especially within those who had held biases against certain astrological signs. Example, I hate Scorpios, like, they did me so wrong, but, like, I just met one that, like, I love, and they're totally different than my previous experience with Scorpios, and now I, like, freaking love Scorpios. So, AKA, people are, like, waking up and becoming more enlightened and not being so, like, living in their egos, and, not just, like, you know, I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay, it's been happening a lot in the collective. I hope. For me, it has, and for other people, I see it has as well. So I'm very happy about that. I wanted to write a message from my angel Mumaya for if you want to look further into Mumaya, Mumiah, spiritual transformation, healing, divine guidance, closure, protection, and guidance during transitions. If you're going through a transition of any kind that is difficult, ask for the protection of Mumaya. And then I also have relentless monitoring coming from the blind leading the blind. And this is no hatred towards people that actually have trouble seeing or that are blind. That is more so speaking on people that don't know shit about shit, leading people that don't know shit about shit. And then together they just create a giant shitstorm full of bullshit. And they lead each other. And they link up together. And it is quite sad. And they need to stop. And it's all getting found out. And I do also, I was also sensing like some people in these cliques are starting to secretly like dissipate and not want anything to do with it because they know that this is wrong, but they can't let the people know because they're so full of hatred and maybe violent or aggressive that they have to like secretly leave, like a cult, like when you leave a cult, or like, so Scientology, for example, you can't leave this Church of Science. There's like a whole documentary about it. Church of Scientology, it's a whole ordeal. You got to escape. It's like a thing. Like may as well be dead if you try to leave. And that's what some of these people in these religious, mostly heavy, I'm getting heavy religious vibes from the people that are a part of really weird religious groups that are targeting spiritual people, thinking that we're like dark Satan worshippers. They're highly confused, and if anyone worships Satan in the darkness, it is those people. Okay? Any spiritualist will know that to be true. And I'm not saying every religious person is like that either. I'm just saying that there are a lot of religious people out here full of hate in their heart. They target spiritual beings. They witch hunt after us, and that is hatred. You cannot murder. There's a saying like we mustn't touch our anointed or something like that. The anointed ones, do not fuck with the anointed ones. Leave us alone. If you claim to be a spiritualist, if you claim to be religious and a godly, loving person, like, stay in your lane. Maybe do some more studying. If you have that much hatred in your heart, you need to I don't know. I don't want to tell you what you need to do, okay? I don't like the word should. I don't like to should on people, okay? Shoulding on people is not nice to do, but you could not do that, and it would be great. Okay. Curiosity leading to fear, which is leading to extreme over-the-top invasion of privacy against innocence, what I was just talking on, or creating lies out of opinions, not facts, aka just hatred from confused souls. Yeah. Okay, collective. I'm about an hour, 50 minutes in. I gotta close this up. I hope you got what you needed out of this collective message. Please like and share and subscribe. No cards today, just a collective message for you guys. I'll keep doing some signs, so watch your signs. If you want some card readings, watch your sign. But until next time, collective, it was a pleasure, and be well. Much love.